My name is Jeanette Martinez. I was encouraged to run for office in 2018 when I went to one of the county commission meetings, and there were several people that came from different districts looking for their commissioner because one, they didn't even know who she was. Two, she never responded to emails or any phone messages. So I said, you know what? Our community needs someone that can actually represent them and listen to their concerns. At that moment, I realized that there was a lack of leadership. So I decided to go down to the supervisor of elections office and find out what I needed to do in order to run for office or to be a voice for the community. I went down there, I got a packet, and needless to be, it was very easy to become a commissioner. All you needed to do was live within the district and not have a criminal record. At that time, when I got the packet, I went immediately and spoke to my husband and said, "Hey, what do you think of me running for office?" He laughed and looked at me and said, "Are you crazy? What makes you think we can do this?" My kids were very excited about it. They were all on board. And my husband said, "You know what? We should actually do this. Together, we can work with our community and make a difference." So we went out and did this as a family. And everything we worked for, we did it together as a family. When we started canvassing and going and knocking on doors, we were very shocked. I never thought about knocking on a party that was different than mine's door. And we were rejected at times. And it was very hurtful because all we were doing was trying to be a voice for our community. We were trying to represent them and make a difference. We had people slam their doors on our face. We had people scream at us, boo us out, and then look at their party perspective from mine. And it was a little challenging, but that did not stop me. I wanted to move forward. My family was determined to do it. I was determined, so we did it. As time went by and we gathered all the petitions that we needed, which were 500 petitions, and I did it with the help of the people of the community. Not only that, I had Republicans, I had Democrats and NPAs, everyone working together to get those petitions filled out because we all realized that we were in it for our community, not because of our party affiliations. When the primaries were getting closer, I was very nervous. I did not know what to do. But it was the most amazing feeling in the world to see my name on a ballot. Not because of me, but because I became a face and a voice for the community to be able to represent, to be able to voice their concerns and fight for what's right, preparing the future for my children and everyone else's children within our community. So it was an amazing feeling to see my name on a ballot. When the primary election started and people were casting their votes, we were outside. We had signs, we had volunteers, there were still people knocking on doors. I mean, it was a very, very crazy moment. And the fact to see the people out there in the rain and the heat, it was just the most amazing thing. We camped out in front of the BVL Community Center because that was one of the main polls that we had there. And we were just telling everyone, cast your votes. People came back out saying, "I voted for you. I voted for you." It was just awesome to see people support one of the regular locals running for office. On August 26, 2018, we all went down to a local restaurant. And when I say all of us, my family, our neighbors, our friends, the volunteers, the people within the community, and we just waited there. We were looking at the TV, just looking at the results while they were counting the ballots. It was nerve wracking. I mean, everyone was just there eating and biting their nails, and then nobody was really hungry. But it was a very anxious time. It was very shocking to see that even though I had a no name, I was a regular person within the community and not much known. I got about a 46% in my race against an incumbent. So I was very proud of the accomplishments that we did together, although we did not win. When I saw the results and they were not in my favor, it was a little bummer. It did hurt, but at the same time, it was a huge win. I made new friends, I met new people. My name was out there. And the fact that I was able to gather people from all different parties, denominations, religion, it didn't matter where or what. We all worked together and we accomplished so much. And it was the most amazing experience. So even though I didn't win in numbers for the position, I won because I won a new family in this election. My supporters were a little bummed out, but at the same time, they were telling me, wow, you did an amazing campaign. You really ran a great campaign. And we were very proud of you. So to hear those words, I mean, the fact that I didn't have to pick up not one sign, they went out there, they picked up the signs for me. They were so supportive. And till the day of today, I see them. They still call me and ask me questions. And although I'm not in office, I still do my due diligence to make sure that we represent well our citizens in the community. I would most definitely run again. I am honored to be a part of my community. I am honored to serve the people in my community. I've always been a strong advocate for my family, for my neighbors, for my friends. I mean, growing up, my mom used to say, "You should be a lawyer. You're always out there putting your nose and helping people out." So, with great honor, I say, if I had the opportunity, I would run again. Well, one of the biggest things that I've learned with this was that not everything is going to work out as you plan. It's a lot of work, a lot of hard work and dedication. You have to establish a strict plan. You have to look at what you want. You have to see what the numbers are. Everything is numbers. So you have to move forward. You have to knock on doors. You have to talk to the people. You have to listen to the people. It's all about being a public servant. It's all about searching what is needed within the community, what is possible that you can do within the community. But overall, be available. Have an ear ready to listen to the concerns of the citizens. When you take office or when you try to take office, as soon as you get in, it's not like you think it is. You're not just going to start and you're going to make all these changes. There's a step, there's a process, and it's a very long one. So never make promises and always strive for perfection to help the people, to be honest, to be loyal, and overall, remembering that you're doing it for the people in your community, not for yourself. Do not be a self-serving candidate. So for this election, I ran for county commissioner in District 2 in Osceola County. And if I had the opportunity, I would run again for Osceola County Commissioner District 2. I would run for any position, actually. I have the expertise and the experience to run for clerk of the court, supervisor of elections office, a different office, a school board. I was PTA president for my children's school for 4 consecutive years. I was SAC chair for my children's school for 4 consecutive years. I've always been an active participant within my community, and it really doesn't matter what position is out there. If there's a need and we as citizens can fill that need, I encourage you to run and to do what you can to help your community. I always continue to participate in any protest that is in favor for the citizens, anything that has to be done within our community. I am not as active as I was when I was the president for the Democratic Hispanic Caucus. I was the state treasurer for the Democratic Hispanic Caucus. I participated in many organizations. Can I kind of cut back a little bit, dedicated more time to my family, dedicated more time to myself and to my home. Like I said, I was very active in the community. I'm still active, but not as active as I used to be. But I am here for the long run, and I'm always going to be here for my community.